Hello everyone. Thank you for coming to watch my video. If you can like, share, and subscribe, that would really help me out a lot. I'm new to this YouTube game. I think at the time of this video, I only have 34 subscribers. So if you can like, share, and subscribe, man, that would really help me out a lot, man. I would greatly appreciate it. Now, if you clicked on this video, that means you want to learn how to step into your divine consciousness, right? And what if I told you I cracked the code? What if I told you I knew how to reach your higher awareness, your higher consciousness, but also understand your divinity at the same time? And this is nothing that I learned from a book. This is nothing that I learned from Google. This is nothing that I learned from YouTube videos. These are real life experiences that I've went through. These are the steps that I had to take in order for me to reach my divine consciousness. And I just wanted to teach what I've done and what I've learned through the process in hopes of maybe teaching you on how to reach your divine consciousness. Now, this is a lot of information, right? This took me like almost a year to try to get this stuff written up. Like, it's just nothing that I just came up with overnight. This took some time and it is a lot of information. So this stuff is going to be broken down into parts. And this is part one out of like, I want to say right now, I got about 8 or 9 different parts written up. But we're going to start with part one. And I promise you, if you watch all the parts all the way through, I promise you by the end, you will understand how to step into your divine consciousness. Now, I know you're asking yourself, what is stepping into your divine consciousness? Well, stepping into your divine consciousness is basically going into your higher consciousness or your higher self-awareness, but also understanding your divinity at the same time. So you have to understand that there's a divine creation. There's a divine energy that created this universe, right? And that same divine energy that created this universe is the same divine energy that flows through you. You possess divinity and you have to truly understand that. See, not only do you have the power to create human life, but you have the power to create your success. You have the power to create your reality. You have the power to create your destiny. Anything that you think, you imagine, you can bring to physical reality. And that's because you possess divinity, right? And once you learn that, and then at the same time you reach your higher consciousness, boy, you're stepping into your divine consciousness, man. But I'm going to teach all of this in parts. So if you watch it all the way through, I promise you, you will understand. So this is part one. Part one is broken down into 2 parts, right? So first you need to ask yourself, what is divine energy, or what is stepping into my divine consciousness? What is stepping into my divine consciousness? Well, stepping into your divine consciousness is basically reaching a higher consciousness, but understanding your divinity at the same time, right? You have self-awareness, right? You're aware of your thoughts, right? You're aware of your subconscious mind, and you have control over your subconscious mind, right? You're aware of you're trying to increase your vibrations and your frequencies, right? You're being true to yourself, and you are truly understanding that you possess divinity. Now, if you see me looking down, that's because I got my notes. And like I said before, it's a lot of information. And I have a tendency to ramble. And instead of me rambling off a whole bunch of stuff, I want to make sure that I stay on course and make sure that I break everything down in structure so you won't get confused. So bear with me when you see me looking down. I just want to make sure I don't miss anything and I'm not just rambling on about a whole bunch of different other stuff that I'm not supposed to be talking about. So now that we got an understanding of what is stepping into your divine consciousness, now let's break down the parts of how to get there. And once again, this is part one out of about 8 or 9 parts as of right now. It might be more added on, I don't know. But as of right now, I got about 9 parts written up and we're on part one. So in the first part of stepping into your divine consciousness, you have to truly, deeply want to change. If you don't truly deeply want to change, it's no reason for you to even watch all the parts, because you're really wasting your time. Or even trying to do what I'm telling you to do, you're basically wasting your time, because you don't even have commitment from the get-go. You have to truly want this for yourself. Nobody could want this for you. You have to deep down know that I've been living my life on autopilot. I just been getting up, going with the flow, living life. But I want to change. I want to change my reality. I want to be successful. I want to accomplish all my goals. I want to accomplish all my dreams. I want to accomplish all my aspirations. I know that I can only live this life one time, so I want to live it to the fullest. See, when you deeply want to make a change in your life and you feel it, where all you think about, you can't sleep, you can't focus, because all you want to do is make sure that you reach your higher self and know that you have control over your reality, and whatever you comes to your mind that you can bring to physical reality, and you want to do that, and deeply down you believe that, that's the first part. You have to deeply want it. So let's write that down. The first part to stepping into your divine consciousness is you have to deeply want to reach your higher purpose. You have to deeply want it. If you don't want it, you wasting your time. You wasting your time. I don't understand why you wouldn't want it. You only can live this life one time. Why wouldn't you want to live it to the fullest? Why wouldn't you want to know your highest potential? Why wouldn't you want to know how far you can take this life? Why wouldn't you want to see how successful you can be? Why wouldn't you want to tackle all your goals? Why wouldn't you want to tackle all your aspirations? Why wouldn't you want to accomplish all your dreams? Why wouldn't you want to do that? Why wouldn't you want to do that? You have to deeply want it. And when you get there, boy, it's no better feeling. Now, once you get there, now it's time for visualization. This is the next part, right? So in order for you to know to reach your higher consciousness and understand your divinity, you need to know what is your purpose, or understanding your purpose. So let's write that down. Understanding my purpose, right? What's my why? What's my why? Right? What are my goals? What are my goals? What are my dreams? What are my aspirations? Right? Right? What do I want to accomplish? Right? These are the things that only you can answer. Nobody can answer this for you but you. Nobody know your goals but you. Nobody know your dreams but you. Nobody know your aspirations but you. Nobody knows what you want to accomplish but you, right? You can only answer these questions. Your purpose is unique to you, and discovering it begins looking inward. Now we're finna talk more about that, looking inward. This is how you're gonna figure out this, right? And that comes with visualization. Now, I'm not gonna get into visualization meditation right now. Visualization meditation, I'll probably talk about in part 3 or 4, but I need to give you at least a brief overview of what it is so you can understand what to do in the first part. So once again, this is the first part of stepping into your divine consciousness. The first part breaks down into 2 different parts. There's the first part, there's an A and there's a B. Let me write that down so y'all don't get confused. first part. This is A. This is B. Deeply want it. Once you deeply want it, understanding what's my why, my goals, my dreams, my aspirations, my accomplishments, looking inward is how you're gonna figure out these things, because nobody can figure this out but you, right? And I know you're gonna ask, well, how can I figure that out? How can I figure that out? Well, that comes with visualization, meditation, and I'm finna get into that. I'm not gonna break it down deep into details because that right there is a lot in itself, but I'm gonna give you a brief overview so you can kind of understand what I'm kind of talking about. So I want you to write down visualization, right? Visualization, right? So visualization, how can I do visualization? How can I figure out my dreams, my goals, my aspirations, and what I want to achieve based off visualization? Well, let me tell you, in order for you to do that, you first need to go somewhere, sit alone, somewhere peaceful, somewhere alone where you can relax and where you can be at peace, right? And you want to be able to do this because you want to get your body to relax as much as it can. That way you can give your mind time to actually relax, and you can visualize how you want to actually live your life, right? So you want to visualize accomplishing all your goals. You want to visualize you accomplishing all your dreams. You want to visualize you accomplishing all your aspirations, right? So you can do this in the shower. You can do this in your bed. You can do this while walking in the morning. You can do this while sitting in your car. You can do this practically anywhere where you find peace and your body can fully relax, and you've got somewhere that is quiet and you can sit there and really just sit and visualize. Now, when you do the visualization, right, and you're visualizing, all your goals, your dreams, and your aspirations, you also want to visualize you living in your full purpose. You want to visualize you overcoming obstacles. Overcoming obstacles. You want to visualize you growing through challenges. I'm telling y'all, man, write this down. This is a lot of information, and this information is only going to help you. So you want to write down, when I want to visualize me accomplishing all my dreams, my goals, my aspirations, but also overcoming obstacles, growing through challenges, becoming the person you want to be. This pen is going up, right? Becoming the person you want to be. You want to feel, when you visualize, you want to feel the emotion. You want to feel the emotion. Right? You want to feel these emotions. You want to feel the gratitude. You want to feel the gratitude. You want to feel the joy. You want to feel the confidence. You want to feel the fulfillment as if you are already living that reality, right? When you visualize all this, right? You living in your fulfillment already. And don't get me wrong, it may take some time. You're not going to know all this off the first visualization. You're not going to be able to do all this off the first visualization. This might take you multiple times, days, maybe weeks, before you get clarity on that visual, right? It may take some time, but once you start to gain clarity, as clarity comes, strengthen that vision. And as that vision strengthens and you have a clear goal of what you want in life, then you want to go ahead and write it down or journal it, right? But how I like to do it, a lot of people write it down or journal it, but how I like to do it is I like to record myself saying it out loud, right? And when you record yourself saying it out loud, or if you're writing it down and putting it in your journal, then you want to write it or say it in present tense, right? The reason why you want to say it in, let me write that down, present tense. Present tense. This is important. Present tense. The reason why you want to do it in present tense is because it reinforces commitment and keeps mind focused on the direction you want to take. Everything starts in your mind. Everything starts in the imagination. If you can think it, you can achieve it. And when you already have the deep understanding that, hey, I want to make a change in my life. Remember, that was part A. I know that I want to make a change. I want to control my reality. I want to control my success. I want to accomplish everything that I want to accomplish. Now I'm sitting and I'm visualizing it. Man, I see myself now living out in Costa Rica. Got me a whole meditation retreat. I'm living, I'm teaching, I'm doing yoga. I'm traveling all around the world. I'm teaching things about manifestation. I'm teaching things about stepping into your higher consciousness. I'm teaching about learning how to rewire your subconscious mind. I'm teaching about learning about your divinity and how you possess it. I'm teaching about putting in hard work. I'm teaching about discipline, consistency, and persistency. I'm teaching about this visualize. I could go on and on and on. Visualize what you want to do in life, right? And then do it in present tense as if you are already there. Once you get that down, you want to live that in your mind every day. Now, I know a lot of people may say you don't need to do that every day. You don't need to do that every day. No, you want to do it every day. And as I break down the next parts, you're going to understand why you want to do this every day, right? So once again, this is part 1 of stepping into your divine consciousness. Just a quick summary. Once again, A, B. A, I have to deeply want it. B, visualization. This is my why. This is my purpose. I see myself doing it. I feel the emotions. I feel the gratitude. I feel the joy. I see me overcoming all my obstacles. I see me growing through challenges. I see me just doing everything that I said I was going to do, living in my fulfillment. That's your visualization. And when you feel it, it's going to come true. I promise you, man. I promise you. So that's really the end to part 1. And part 2 is going to get into how to make your mind, your spirit, your emotions, your habits, your behaviors, everything align with that visualization. And that's going to be going on in part 2. So once again, man, I appreciate y'all watching. Like I said, if you could like, share, and subscribe, man, that would really help me out a lot, man. I greatly appreciate it. Thank you so much.